Hello, traders. Ooh. While you're waiting, visit tauruscrypto.com. We have 1 minute left. Do it. And like the video, do all of those things. Oh, that was loud. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so already. tauruscrypto.com. Visit the website. All right, I'll be there in a minute. Yay, we had like 3 people. The soothing sounds of my voice. Welcome. This countdown is kind of annoying because I'm ready to go, but I'm going to wait for it to finish anyway, just because. Let's all count down together, and then you'll all see the delay. No, let's not. There's 10 seconds left. Yay! Okay, we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's stream. I know it's been a few days again since I last did a public stream. We've obviously done the trading rooms and everything in the crew. Yeah, it has been a few days since the last public one. The last time I did a public stream, I was just sat on my balcony chilling. But today, yeah, we're going to do a bit more of a proper one. We're going to talk about the price action. We are going to do all of those kind of things. And yeah, again, if there's any questions or anything that people have on any recent price action, then please do feel free to ask. I'm still here in lovely sunny Dubai. I just had my haircut again today with all the proper stuff. So nice and fresh. And yeah, I'm out again this evening, which seems to be a theme. I'm out like every night at the moment, but still trying to work as much as possible. So yeah. Cool. So who do we have in here? Easy, Vincent, Christopher, Jonathan, fuck that, Reality is Illusion, P, Testy Tasty, Claude, the Crypto Bull, JF, John, Ben, and JF, GAN 20th of May. Cool. All right. Yeah, so let's go over some of the recent price action and we'll just have a look in general around the market. We'll have a look obviously at legacy markets, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the QQQ, all of those things that are still dumping, but Bitcoin holding up really, really well and actually kind of decoupling a little bit. There's not really a correlation there at the moment, which is pretty crazy. Because for such a long time, we've just been following what the stock market does. And I mean, as soon as that opens, we're probably going to start following it again. But right now, S&P futures are crashing again, but Bitcoin's going up. And we do have a few nice setups in play. So yeah, we'll get straight into it. So last few days, okay, we've had some really nice trades, actually. So we had, and I'm just going to take you back to, of course, we're in this range. Let's actually just go over onto a cleaner chart and I can just explain a few things and why this level is very, very important as well. But hopefully this all lines up as you would like to see it, which it does. So we've had some really nice trades over the last few days that we've been able to get within the trading room. A couple of shorts, a couple of longs, and yeah, some other little bits in between. So the last few days, okay, there was a really nice short position that we were able to take off of the value area high. Now at the time, the value area high was like literally right just here. So it was just kind of poking into it. Anyway, this is the USDT pair. And I can probably just pull this back so you can see, is it gonna, there we go, there it is, lovely. So this is what we were looking at the other day for the trade. And this is where I'm going to start the journey of what we've had over the past couple of days. So from a short position, this was what we were looking at during the London trading room Okay, so look at the time here, London open 8 a.m. When we do the trading room, it is 9 a.m. that we do our trading room up until around about 10:30. So we managed to catch this price action and we shorted this price action and we're watching it on the order flow and it was really, really, really good. So really good. And there were a few occasions really when price was coming up. I can take you back onto, where are we? Over here. Here we go. So when we were starting the trading room, okay, we were looking at like the potential for, okay, well, we could do a little SFP of these highs, trade it back down, that kind of thing. But then we came up into this region here. This is, again, whilst we were doing the trading room, really nice. And you could see for about 15 minutes or so, it was just pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. And you had, obviously, I can't go back onto the order flow. It's just a little bit too far back for the charts to load. Well, it's not, but it'll take me forever to find it. I mean, I could find it. We'll find some other examples in a minute. But on the order flow, what we were looking at was just some really nice, we were moving up, and there was no sign that it was going to reverse at that point. We knew the value area high was up here. We knew this is where we wanted to take a short. And then we finally got that excess and we got a little wick up to the high. We hit some stops. We got some liquidations. We had a drop off and open interest. We did all those things that you really like to see when you're coming up into a high like this in order to get the short. And then, of course, we did get that immediate pullback and subsequently was able to get into basically what you so often do on the low time frames. Okay, once you hit a little level, you then retrace back into the zone where the wick is, or the wick was, after you got that initial rejection. And then you're able to get a little bit of another short coming in here, which actually gave a really, really good move. Now, during the actual trading room itself, this happened very quickly and I was talking about it. And because I have my screens up like this, and it's a bit difficult to trade. I wasn't actually able to get into the short at this point, but I know quite a few people from the crew were able to, which was really great. But then we had a second opportunity again. So you're looking for short entries. Whoops. You're looking basically for short entries within this wick space. Ideally as price comes up, and then you've got that confirmed change of market structure where you can see high, low, high, low, high, low, high, change of market structure, taking out a few lows. Whoops, that's not straight. Taking out a few lows, and then you get a bounce back up here. So I was able to then get into more of a day trade short position off of, again, what do we have? Little local golden pocket. Now I very nearly got stopped out of this because where did price come up to? This basically being my invalidation at that point. I had a nice little reaction, almost came and took my stops, but didn't. And that's why you know where a clear invalidation is. And then, of course, we got a really good move all the way down into a session point of control. And also look at the range that we're in. Where did price get that bounce from? The range POC. So it came all the way down. Really, 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 really nice trade from not the best entry in the world. A lot of people did get the best entry in the world. I know some people, like literally the level I was saying was 30,790, right? If we go back onto the, I believe, if we look at the daily update sheet, 30,790 was the level. And that is what we basically hit like perfectly. So from that point, we had a move down of over 4%. So a really nice little short position to get back into. And then I went to sleep, and then we found ourselves a bit lower down later on. So that was the trade that we had on the Tuesday. And then we go into yesterday and we were looking at some long positions. Again, what we were doing during the New York trading session, New York trading room, that would have been around about here. We were watching price start to grind down within this region here. And what we were looking for was price to come back into either value area low, or again, going back onto this chart here, what we had as confluence was our session MPOC plus a 1 hour order block, or 4 hour order block, or 2 hour order block. There were quite a few there. You had a little order block down here. It was the session naked point of control. And again, another little range POC down there as well. So if you do just take this little range, where's your point of control coming in? Right there at 28790. 790 seems to be a bit of a recurring theme at the moment. So 28790. Being again a really nice, I'm going to have to take profit in a minute because we've just hit. This is where we're going to go for today's trade that we've been looking at. And again, what the daily update sheet said, the plan for today was to come up into this exact point that we're at right now. So that's three daily trades. Well, we've taken more than those, but the 3 main ideas for each day playing out perfectly. That has now hit target. Now, there is a little bit more that we can do, but that has now hit target. 29,800. I mean, it's like a tiny $50 off of target, but still, definitely taking profit on this right now. Look, every time, normally when I come on the stream, price doesn't do anything. But now it's different. So price is doing something. So I'm very happy about that. And we still have roughly 15 minutes until open. So that'll be very interesting when we do come and get that New York Open in a minute. Anyway, where were we? So the very important level that we were looking at, what we had is a nice little SFP of that level. We changed market structure. And then again, what did price do? What did price do as soon as it came? Changed market structure every single time. Literally every trade we've had this, you've had it take out the level that we've been looking for in the trading rooms. During the trading rooms, you get that little bit of excess at the low. If you weren't able to catch the wick and get the sniper, super duper entry, then you get a second opportunity. It comes back in, you've changed market structure, you're going higher low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. I'm doing that the wrong way around. You get the idea. Lower low, higher high, higher low into golden pocket, and then you get a nice bounce out of it. And actually this came into like the 1-to-1, it came into little like fib expansions that you can do, but ultimately getting a really nice trade out of that, and then a couple of little stop hunts that happened later on. But again, this happening during time when I was asleep, so I wasn't really worried about this happening at all. I had my position here. My invalidation was a fair bit lower, and it was basically looking for it to take out the Monday lows, which it didn't do. So I had to stop loss way below the Monday lows in case anything bad happened. But it never did that. Of course, we had this little bit of a sweep below this thingy-majiggy. A nice W pattern. If you are a YouTube influencer type of trader type of person, we did have that W low that came in, and then we had a nice reversal. Once again, like, where did price come into? Okay, you change market structure, you draw a little fib. Oh, look at that, it's the golden pocket, and it's back into the reference level that we had before. So again, so many opportunities to get into a long position. And that's the long position that I am in right now, and that we have just hit take profit on. So yeah, happy days. This is good trading. Everything's winning at the moment. Like, literally every trade's a winner. I'm being very selective about my trades, but every trade, and I'm being selective about my trades because I'm like really busy with other stuff and just trying to enjoy myself in the 10 days or so that I have left here. I think it's 10 days. I've only got 10 days left. I don't want to go home. But yeah, every trade's winning right now. So very happy. Oh, there's a fly on my face. Delirium, Monday low. Been wondering where this is. Delirium's been waiting for that Monday low since forever. That is Monday low, right? No, weekly open. I'm talking nonsense. It was the weekend low. We're looking at the weekend low. I was talking absolute silly stuff. Yeah. This was the other low we were looking at, or whatever it was, whatever the hell low that is. Not the Monday low. It did take out the Monday low. Of course, it took out the Monday low. Whatever that low is, it hasn't taken it out, and that's where my invalidation was. So, yeah. Otsman, how did you decide to turn long? I mean, I've just explained that. I think. I've just explained it. I've just explained the trades. If you don't know why I chose to go long, I've told you the level that I was looking at. I've told you like the opportunities that there were to get back in. I've told you everything else. Again, what I could show you quickly on here is if I do just go on to... I'm going to do this actually because this is funny. The real, like... So here you go. This is what we're looking at today. There it is. So what we're looking at today, if I do, can I zoom in on this a little bit more so people can see? Hopefully that is clear for everyone. This is the trading update sheet that we release every day and have released every day for the past year. Now, some other weird people have seemed to have just like, I mean, it's fine. Like other people can do daily update sheets, and I know that other communities do daily update sheets, but it looks identical. It's so weird. So other people have been completely set up, and someone's purposefully designed them, probably one of their interns or something, designed them a trading update sheet just to sabotage this other community. It was very funny, so I did do a little tweet about that. But anyway, what we were looking for basically is this 80% setup that we had today. So Bitcoin followed SPX and Nasdaq down a few percent yesterday, but held up well, finding support at the session MPOC. This is really small writing for me to be able to see. But basically, right, what am I looking at? I've written Monday low here. I'm such an idiot. But anyway, we have bullish divergences on the CVD and RSI. Prices gained acceptance back into previous day value area. It was set up for a bullish 80% setup. There is confluence of previous day point of control and previous day value area high region with order block, session MPAC, and local golden pocket within this region. This is where the strongest resistance is, further targets being the daily level at 30,397. So basically, yeah, that's what we were looking at. And that's what we've been trading today. So we do have, of course, we had this acceptance within, where are we? Within value area, within previous day value area here. Now we had that little bit of a chop down back into the level, but that's irrelevant. It doesn't really matter at this point. You found a little bit of acceptance. If you do take this on as a range, and you were looking at this a bit further, what we actually did is, there you go. So if you're looking at this as a little range and you're carrying on the value area, you can see how this shifted down. There was no reason to get invalidated on this, but from long positions that we're taking down here, just basically being able to compound within this region, quick stop hunt, and now we are here hitting the targets. So yeah, really, really nice stuff on there. I can't believe I wrote the Monday the Monday low on the trading update sheet as well. So yeah, there we go. Anyway, it's there, and that's what we're looking at. So what we have now is the confluence for this long position. We have the previous day point of control with this little 30-minute OB. Again, if you go onto the 1 hour chart, not really an OB, and a 4 hour OB. So you got a 30-minute little 4 hour order block within this region here. Whoa, let's go back. And then, of course, if we do go into value area high, we've got this golden pocket region. And then if we do somehow get through all of this, we've got this daily level just above 30,397 that we'd also be looking at. So this is taking profit from the long position and maybe taking some shorts, scalp shorts as well. So yes, that's some trades. That's some trades that we've taken, like that we've actually taken. So if there is anyone that is not already part of the crew, is there anyone here who is watching, just out of interest, anybody here that is watching that is not part of the crew? And if you are not part of the crew, have you been able to get into any of these trades that we've been looking at recently? Just out of interest, like genuine interest, it would be cool to see how much of like what I go over on YouTube is translating into people who aren't really following trading rooms, who haven't really been looking at the educational material and everything. So not knowing that the style that we specifically trade. But yeah, if anyone's been able to get into some of these positions, knowing kind of from watching previous videos, then that's very interesting. Look, I can see. Why are you people who I know are in the crew saying that you're not in the crew? Because you are. I can see. I know you. I know you already. But anyway, welcome anyone who is new here. If you are new here, of course, I'm going to do it quickly. That's Twitter. That's not what I wanted to open up. That's Twitter. But anyway, you can look at Twitter anyway. Oh, there's Twitter. Hi, Twitter. But please do go and check out tauruscrypto.com. It is linked up there at the top. My hand will disappear if I try and point all the way up to it, but it is just up there at the top. You can learn more about our trading community. We have a free Discord server. I don't know why I've got two random pictures of my face there, because I did one stream and it just took a thumbnail of my random face. Um, these are all the YouTube videos. You can also find out more about the crew. So if you are wanting to trade with us to learn the kind of the trade setups that we're talking about within these videos, then you can sign up or learn more about the crew by again clicking onto toroscrypto.com and going onto the crew section there. We do trading rooms. Well, we do them every day. Like we have 3 scheduled ones. We do the London Open on a Tuesday. We do the New York Open on a Wednesday. We do the Asia Open on a Thursday. There is, we do have tonight, the Asia Open will actually be hosted by a few good crew friends tonight, because of course that will be 4 a.m. in the morning for myself. So we are getting different people on to do the Asia Open session each week whilst I'm out here. So tonight, first announcement, special announcement, breaking news, Randall and Callis will be taking the trading room tonight. So if anyone, again, those of you in the crew, you are all well aware of Randall and Callis. They are 2 of our biggest OG members. Both of them great traders. Randall really knowledgeable about all sorts of stuff, market profile, Ichimoku especially. I know he's got some stuff that he wants to show you guys for the Asia Open today, just to go over some stuff. And then Callis, of course, just always around, and is having a very interesting trading journey, and always great to hear from him. So it will be Callis and Randall will be taking the trading room tonight. I really hope they have both confirmed it to me, but I hope they're both available, because if not, I've just announced this right now, and that would be very embarrassing if they're not able to make it. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, we're doing the trading rooms every day. Luxury's been smashing it as well. So Luxury's been doing voice channel chats. He's been doing live trade examples. He's been doing all of this kind of stuff. So with me being a little bit just having a nice time out here as well, these guys have really stepped up, and it's been amazing. Although I'm still obviously around for pretty much everything. We've got thousands of hours of educational content. So you can learn all of the kind of examples of trades that we do, trades that we take every day, video content from everything, including technical analysis, fundamental analysis, risk management, trading psychology, all of those kind of things, blah, 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 blah. And then if you go down the bottom here, we do have some nice testimonials. So if you want to see a little bit more about what people within the crew have said about our service, then then you are welcome to read up on those. And again, if there are any crew members that would like to do a little testimonial on the Discord, it is, you know where it is, okay? You know where it's at. You know where the testimonial section is at on the Discord. So if anyone does want to write a little review, it would be very helpful, because then we can put it on the website like this, as long as people do not mind doing so. I'm looking at people who I know have been here for a long time. I'm pretty sure Ollie, you're here every day. Write your testimonial, man. Yeah. Write your testimonial or get yourself on the website, become famous. And anyone else, I'm just making fun of Ollie because he's the one that I just saw just on the chat randomly. Anyway, there you go. Oh, that is the wrong thing to be looking at. Let's get rid of this and let's go back onto the charts. So yeah. Cool. All right. What do we have on here again? Everyone's waiting for a deal. We don't do deals very often. I mean, we really don't. We don't do them very often. But hey, there might be something. There might be something coming up soon. We did do some around the 1 year Taurus anniversary. We gave some stuff away then. We did do some stuff around Easter. Maybe there'll be something coming up, but yeah. Eric, yes, of course, we want your testimonial as well. That'd be very nice. Anyway, yeah, sorry guys, let's go back onto the price action again. I'm just going to read the chat in case I've missed anything. we got Matt P in here, who's probably one of the few remaining people from that community, which is funny. I mean, you're asking if I learned. They probably learned more from me, but that's okay. Anyway, yeah, let's get back to the price action anyway. So what else do we want to go over on here? I can open up this. We've got this. Okay, so we can see here how we basically do have this still in play. We've not quite come up into this previous day point of control just yet. It's close enough. This is the point in which you want to be taking profit on long positions just here, but I do think that there's a fairly decent chance that we can see higher. Then of course we've got single prints a little bit beyond that. And then, of course, we do have the daily open just beyond that. So this is all this internal stuff. And, of course, we've got where your fibs are. You can see how they're lining up, basically, towards the high of this range before you come into the single print region. If we are going to get through all of that, which I think is quite unlikely, again, we've got single prints, we've got an MPOC above. So we are still looking to come into this point of control, potentially a little bit later on. But, yeah, we will see how things develop. This is very weird, actually, how these, oh dear. So how points of control, NPOCs, aren't actually disappearing once they've been tapped on here, which is interesting. But anyway, yeah, let's go back into it. So that's more like what we are looking at the moment. We can have a look at the order flow. A little bit of an example here, just looking at the order flow. So what you want to see with this price going up, you could see that this was quite a quick move higher that we did have slightly earlier on. We can see that there is excess at the highs. This is always what you want to see, at least for a local high, okay, being put in. Now, this would have given a pretty good scalp short opportunity, and what you're ultimately looking for is a 0.5% move out of a little scalp like this. You can see the excess at the highs, you can see the imbalances here, buying imbalances, stop losses being hit, liquidations being hit, a drop off in open interest, longs getting a little bit greedy potentially as we're going up into that region, shorts being stopped out. So that's the reason why basically we're getting a slight pullback at this point. So we have got this little bit of a pullback so far. And again, if we do look at where we are just on the very local chart, this would have been a pretty good scalp short that could have been taken basically right at the highs. And you're looking for a 0.5% move out of that. So yeah, you could have got a little scalp out of this. And what we've done at this stage is just come back and tested. If you guys, you are SMC guys or anything, you like that kind of thing, fair value gap just been filled. Okay, so now we're looking for potentially continuation. Just on the 1 minute time frame, it's nothing major, but that's come back, filled the inefficiency from that little bit of a breakout that had some volume on it. And we've just had the New York Open start, so I'm just going to go and have a look on there. But yeah, we've had a decent little start. What I'm going to do quickly, because we are going to go, this is along a log scale. We don't really want to be on log scale. I don't know how I click that. So New York's going to open down a little bit. I'm going to just give this a bit of room. So if we do start dumping a little bit beyond this like little 1 minute OB, then we can look towards other things. But okay, SPX, gap down. Okay, so a little bit of a gap down. It was already down a lot yesterday. It came into that golden pocket region. It came back into the gap. And we have gone a little bit further. So right now what we are left with is a gap above. Let me just sort this out a bit more. That's what we want. I just want to throw that on there. So we do have this gap here. And then, of course, we've got some more up here. They're filling out all over the place. But yeah, SPX opens down. I mean, it's not anything serious right now. It could come down and take these lows, and I don't think Bitcoin would be too badly affected by that, considering how much it came down yesterday and Bitcoin didn't have much of a move. But again, what this will have done is filled in the inefficiencies on the chart here. You can see how it got that little bit of a push up, and it's just come back in and just basically gone all the way back down to the lows again. So potentially another little double bottom here on the SPX. If we do have a look at S&P 500, you can see that that has already come down and taken the low. So the futures have taken the low already. So I don't know if we really need to be looking for that to take the low on. Has it taken the low? No, it hasn't actually. So futures didn't. I mean, they came down close. So yeah. we're looking at another double bottom scenario. It's what the SPX likes to do. NASDAQ as well, just opening up again slightly down. It had its little gap here, and again, it's just searching into that little bit of a space here. So yeah, nothing too significant on the SPX or the NASDAQ. I think basically what we were looking at, and if you look on the QQQ as well, that had a pretty bad day yesterday, again, down a lot. It feels like, although it's not like made lower lows on this, I think a lot of people thought that stocks and everything were out of the woods and we were going to get this relief rally, and people were getting a little bit exposed into this earlier on in the week. And because we had such a major move down yesterday where it was like open and then just boom, just collapse, yeah, straight from open. It wasn't really any kind of chop. There wasn't an opportunity for people to get into positions, to people get out of positions. There wasn't any of that kind of thing. It was just like straight down. It feels almost as if like legacy markets had a bit of a capitulation day yesterday. I know it's nothing major, but from seeing like, what is this? From seeing what actually happened in the market and from looking at the sentiment across the board, if anyone knows, like I did a retweet from Jim Cramer earlier, and I mean, he's not, certainly not, but because he's a big name in the space, that's saying like that was one of the worst days he's ever seen in the stock market, which was quite interesting. So it feels like maybe they've had a bit of a capitulation, even though they haven't made lower lows, and that could potentially lead to a bit more of a rally, because again, all the data is above at this point. It's come in and hit enough targets realistically. Look at the amount that it's come down. It's into this 1-to-1 region here. I think if you were to pull your fibs and everything, this is the 1.618 within this region as well. We're playing a little bit of a range. It's come down and it's taken out the lows and it's forming this double bottom. It likes to do that. It does like double tops. It does like double bottoms. You can see what it did down here. So I would expect to see, again, a bit of a rally off of this over the next day or so, especially with the DXY moving down. And I did say yesterday, again, during the trading room, I do think it does look, and this at this point we were here, it does look like the DXY may have found a macro high here, which would be very, very good for markets. Now, you don't know what the idea is behind what they want to do with the dollar. We don't really know how high they really need things to go. We don't know how much of the inflation is going to be an issue. We don't know all of that kind of thing. But structurally, okay, it does seem like there could be a macro high here on the DXY, which could lead to risk assets, Bitcoin, tech stocks, all of those kind of things, having a really good rally, even if it is a bear market rally and we're going to be looking at a lower high and then a little bit further down and just prolonging this out a bit more. It kind of does feel like we're at that stage where there could be a decent rally about to play out. Now, basically what we had there, again, what I'll show you, like massive divergences again. So as you're coming down, this is just on the RSI. Of course, we don't have CVD here, but we do have some pretty big 4-hour bearish divergences, and 4-hour divergences on the RSI and all of that, very, very nice. Okay, so they are very nice. We then also put in some like bullish, hidden bullish divergence, but yeah, that's kind of played out at this point. We had the change of market structure. Okay, so you go low, high, low, high, low, high, change of market structure down here, taking out these lows. What we could do is come back into the reference point here, which is basically that previous high from like 10 years ago. So this white line is the high from like 2007 or something, or no, 2017. I can't remember. It's from a long time ago, 2017, not 2007. I'm being a fool. But also, of course, you can see the daily divergence on here as well, right? Came back into that little area, and so far it is pulling back. So potentially a higher time frame, maybe not macro high, but I would expect to pull back on the DXY, maybe back to around here, if you're going to do just traditional technical analysis on it, and to put it in some kind of a range. So relief rally, I would have thought, is slightly more likely, but you've got to trade it as the trend. Dollar is up. Stocks are down, crypto is down, so there is that as well. Anyway, Bitcoin is just hitting alert, so that is Hey, hey. Okay, so here we go. So what we're looking for is 29,800. Whoops. So oh, I've just made this go all funny. That's basically hit the POC. Okay, no excess at the highs yet, so you're not really looking at this being a high. Again, that would have given a nice scalp earlier, but we are still expecting higher prices. I still think we could be expecting higher prices. There's not really any reason to suggest so far from this that we're not going to see a continued push up. Longs aren't getting greedy, shorts are being stopped out, so a little bit more of a squeeze on here, potentially. Where's my water? And yeah, again, I know I've said there is potential for there to be a pretty major high on the DXY and a good rally coming off, but yeah, SPX, risk assets, tech stocks, crypto, massive downtrend right now, so don't get too excited. There's a long way for things to go before we are seeing a big reversal. But anyway, let's continue to watch this. It's pulling back a little bit. Again, I don't really have any reason to believe that there was the high just based off the excess that we had and the low volume. However, we are now into New York sessions, so that could just be the bot scenario start to kick in, and we're going to get some correlation to it again. Alice, a bottom is different to the bottom. I do not think the bottom is in. I would agree. Yeah. So what? Testy. I think. Yeah. I think a bottom. There is a bottom that is in, but it's not the bottom. I don't think. Yeah. I would agree with what Alice is saying. Also, I think a lot of people were taken with blue chips capitulating, but all looked really bearish and due for a drop. Yeah. Yeah. Keshav, I don't really think there's longs trapped at the high. There isn't. I mean, there aren't longs that's trapped at the highs. No, no, there's not. Again, it could be different on the USDT contract. But yeah, there we go. So close enough to filling that gap on the SPX. Now, there's not really any more inefficiencies below unless it comes and takes out the low once again. So unless we do see SPX drop and take out these local lows and the ones previously, there's not really anything further that we need to be seeing on there. But yeah, that's the reason why we've had a slight pullback at the very least. Again, what did it do yesterday as we came in for a gap fill just around here, wasn't it? You had that little rally off of it and then continued to move through. So if we are going to look for some kind of continuation on this, then it would happen fairly soon. But yeah, it's just a little bit of a pullback at this stage from that. Still would be looking for slightly higher though. I mean, that gave you a nice short. That was Bitcoin playing its own little game. At this point, you're not really getting any volume, so you're getting more volume going into the New York Open than you're getting now. So we'll see. Of course, that changes if you do change market structure and you're looking at this coming down. You can get back into short positions around here. Either way, I've taken profit on the long, so that's about. I need to check. I need to check because this was done at limit. Should have front run. Oh, might not have front run by that much because it was 29,800. Let's get my phone out. Oh, I haven't. I haven't taken profit yet. Let's just quickly do that. I'll just do that at market. It's fine. It's a decent position. Close 50%. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's not the best. I mean, I'm not going to be able to just continue. It's going to bounce now that I've just taken profit on it from the less than ideal position. I still do think we can go higher, but it's a good reasonable area to be taking profit on this anyway. And because I'm going out after this stream, I just want to make sure I've got TP in case things do um, capitulate any further. Let's have a look at the USDT pair and see if that gave anything a little bit different around that region. Yeah, lots of taking profit going on. There's not really, yeah, it's not really longs trapped or anything like that. Ah, yeah. Okay, so you do. Okay, there was a big market buy right up at the high there. So 158 Bitcoin market bought at the high. Got a decent liquidation off of that. You're not really seeing big imbalances on there. Again, you've got a little bit more liquidity over here on the exchange on the USDT today, just judging by these numbers, and the volume was better there on open. So yeah, actually that is a little high that did get put in. Quite nice. You can see the trap traders up at the high. So Cash App, yes, I can see what you're talking about. There is the big imbalances. There are the trap traders up there, and pretty decent volume on that high. So that's good. The fact that Inverse didn't come into it, I still do think that it's likely we do still take out this high at some point today. I don't think this is. Oh, but it's the timing of it. It would be nice to put in that as the high on the start of the New York session. If it wasn't the beginning of the New York session and I saw this data in front of me, I'd be going, okay, no, the high's still going to get taken before we go and close the session. Yeah, it's there. This is where the arrows are running at right now. And now we have had that change in market structure. Oh man, I said that I thought we would go higher and we're not. Yeah. But cool. All right. So that is the trade from earlier that did hit target. And that's the main thing, okay? You don't need to get it perfectly dollar to the dollar, but it did hit target. You hit the MPOC, and now we're pulling back slightly. So we're currently at current day value area high. Could find some support there. Where is our session VWAP? It is an uptrending day. You would like to see a pullback into VWAP at some point. That could give a really nice trade. Pull back into VWAP. Golden pocket within that region. Run it below VWAP for a little bit, get a bit of a bounce, and then we could look at more of a range coming in here. Could be quite nice. You're currently at that previous day VWAP close. There's stuff here. But yeah, all good. What are the stonks doing? Cool. This looks pretty typical of an open. Okay, you're just retracing the first move. You spike up, spike down. I'll find some kind of range here or something. Those lows are quite a bit further down. It'd be quite difficult to get down there. OM, hey Luke, what's your high time frame, for example, Elliott wave count? French Bull is the guy to ask for that. Again, I'm a price action trader. I don't care. I don't care high time frames. Yeah, really don't care. I mean, I can speculate about them and I can tell you what I think might happen and I can tell you various scenarios. But the thing with it is you just like high time frame, literally anything can happen because that's true. Like low time frames, you have a really good probability. You know the levels, you know that they'll work. And sometimes you're just like, okay, this is just so simple. And you just take a trade, you get 1%, you get 2%, you get your move, you move on, you go on to the next trade. High time frame stuff, nah. I mean, like literally anything can happen. If you want like an Elliott wave count, I don't. Yeah, French Bull's the guy to ask. He is the master at that. So he does do public streams once a week. So if you do want to watch one of his public streams, check him out within the crew. Make sure you join the Discord. He will announce once a week that he's doing the public stream, and watch those ones because they're they're really, really, really interesting. So if you want high time radio wave counts, just not me. I'm not the guy for that. That's not my trading style. Um, yeah, we are pulling back. Cool, cool. ES and ES and SPX are decoupled. What are you on? How can that happen? ES and SPX are the same thing. It's the same thing. The ES1 and the S&P 500 is the same thing. Or do you mean like Bitcoin's decoupled from ES and SPX? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, also, yeah, it's tomorrow. Yeah. All right, so we're going to stop out some long positions down here, which would be good. Look at them, all getting stopped. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Drop off an open interest. This will bounce. This will quite likely bounce. Alessio, I've literally just looked at both charts. You're trolling me. They're the same thing. The ES1 is just a different ticker. It's the same thing. Look, ES1, right? Down. Down from 3920 to 3876. S&P 500 down from 3920 to 38778. It's same thing. Same thing, same thing, same thing. One is not pumping and one is not dumping. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Same chart. They know when it's hit me up. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. That will give a nice little scalp. Cash App took the short. Good man. Good man. um, I saw another. Yeah, Pop Inu has asked, have you had nice food in Dubai? Yes. Yes, I have. Like, way, way, way too much nice food. And tonight, this is quite funny. So, actually, I should do another plug for the crew right now because I was I was out. Keshav, you just swore in the chat and it's coming up as hiding you. Um, but what am I talking about? Yeah, I went out at the weekend with a couple of friends that I've got over here. Some of them are performing, so like there's a singer that's performing like literally one of the nicest restaurants in the whole of Dubai. Very, very expensive. Very, very posh restaurant right on the beach. Really nice restaurant, and they're performing there. I'd had a little bit too much to drink at that point, and I invited like 5 people along to go to this restaurant tonight. So my bank account is about to get absolutely destroyed tonight, and I'm really, really not looking forward to it. Like, really not looking forward to it. I'm kind of tight still. Although it's like I'm here to like enjoy myself, I'm still kind of tight, and I don't like to spend too much. But yeah, there's a few of us going to this restaurant tonight, and it's like it's a lot. It's going to be a lot. So help, 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 help. And they're probably not going to chip in either, which is going to be so bad. But literally, I looked at the menu yesterday, and it's like it's 600 EAD dirham, which is about $150 per 100 grams of steak. So 100 normally you have like a 300 gram of steak for like one portion. It's $150 per 100 grams. And then they got like lobster and they've got all of this kind of stuff. Oh man, I don't want to think about it, but I'm going there tonight. It's going to be awful. Um, I just want to run out. I'm going to eat and then run away. So if anyone wants to join the crew, help the cause, do so right now. Um, yeah, I'll pay for it out of the lunar short position that's still doing quite well for me. Not still doing quite well for me. I mean, I haven't spent all of that yet. Yeah, I just 100 leverage long. I'll 100 leverage long at the VWAP. I mean, the trades that I've been taking this week have been quite nice. It's all good. My goal when I came to Dubai was like just make sure I'm breaking even. So just spend as much as I want, but just make sure that I'm making enough to cover it. And I have been, which is why I've been going to like other nice apartments and stuff. I'm back there. I'm in an even nicer one. I'm in like a penthouse one next week. I'm very excited about that. So yeah, I've got. Oh man, it's good fun. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of that. Um, what are we gonna talk about? What are we gonna talk about? Don't talk about me losing all my money in some restaurant that's probably not even very nice. It's just overly priced and it's where all the celebrities go, and I'm not a celebrity, but yeah. Crypto King. Oh, what is this? Hold on. I don't know if that's the same Crypto King. There is a Crypto King who's a Twitch streamer who's like always losing, isn't there? Are you the same Crypto? Is that you? So you've become like a bit of a cult hero. If that is the real Crypto King, is that the one? The Twitch streamer that's I haven't seen it, but I believe this is the guy that I believe you're the guy that a lot of people have been talking about. You know, you've become a bit of a cult hero in the crew. Or that might be someone else. Like I might be completely wrong. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this stage. We've done an hour, and you know what I'm like. You know, I just start chatting absolute nonsense after an hour, and there's nothing useful that comes out of my mouth. Um, yeah. Crypto King, if that is the real you, please do drop us a message. You can drop me a DM on Twitter if you're on Twitter. If you're on Discord, join the Discord. Drop us a message on there. If you are the real Crypto King, then let's do a stream together sometime. It's probably not, but I mean, we've had Jay that joined the crew randomly that I didn't know about. I didn't know Jay until he joined the crew, so um, he's definitely trolling. Oh man, that's a shame. He's definitely trolling. Okay. Anyway, yeah. I could buy a whole cow back home. I could buy a whole cow and have that wagyu, Japanese wagyu beef, wagyu, whatever it's called. Big Dave, yeah. Let me have a look at BTC dominance. Thanks for asking for a chart because it's been an hour and I'm talking nonsense. I mean, this was kind of obvious, right? We were looking for Bitcoin dominance to move up, and it is moving up. And what did you do? This is like if you were any kind of like basically anything. All right, what we've done, we've had a little range here. We took out the lows of the range. You come and test it. What we're doing now, holding above the range. I wouldn't be surprised to see it come back up towards about 48%. These levels have been kind of nice recently. So what? Oh, hold on. That's my doorbell. Back in just a second. I have no idea who that is. Why is someone at my door? That was so weird. Literally, yeah. Wow, gas is really cheap here. It's basically a gas. The gas man came round, and they just like I have no idea. They tried to charge me for gas that's being used. So I'll just send this to whoever's it is. Anyway, yeah. How weird is that? Um, right. Um, yeah, I think where are we? Bitcoin dominance. I do think that it's likely that we see a move up higher. The other thing that I do want to go over is the ETH pair, which, okay, this was the line that we drew the other day. And this is why we're seeing Bitcoin dominance going up a little bit. And I do think that we're going to see Ethereum lose value. And of course, that will then be all these stupid old levels that aren't really even valid anymore. That'll do. I see Bitcoin dominance going up, and I see Ethereum coming down to like 0.06 to 0.061 kind of region. It's been in this big like channel for a long time. Okay, so you can see all the touches we've had from here. With it just holding around here like it has done, I think there's a very high probability we do see a move to the downside, and we do find some support around here after it's taking out these lows. So that is basically yeah, what we are looking at right now. So Ethereum not really trading at the moment because there's not really very much to trade. It's just been in that really tight range and underperforming. So the same with a lot of stuff right now. A lot of the altcoins underperforming. It hit the VWAP. Damn, oh man, the gas man made me miss the VWAP trade. Seriously? No, it didn't. You're lying. You're lying. It didn't. It just took out some lows. It's fine. It just took out some lows. It didn't hit the VWAP. Dot hit the VWAP. Very nice. Yeah, look at that. Oh man, I should have just 100x dot. I like dot. Right. I'm gonna wrap it up. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Once again, if you are not already subscribed, or if you have not already liked the video, if you haven't liked the video, what are you doing? Like it. Like, how can you be here and not like the video? Otherwise, why are you watching? So please do like the video. And yeah, I hope everyone has a great day. I'm going to be heading out in a little bit. Pray for me in this restaurant that I don't even think is going to be very good. Like, the reviews have been really bad. But anyway, it should be fine. I'll just eat before I go. And yeah, have a great day, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Like the video, click subscribe, hit crypto.com if you would like to, and I'll see you again very soon. Man, I should have just 100x long that. Anyway, cheers. Thank you guys. Bye 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 bye.